Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be. Craig, Hiking Pipes. And I just thought I'd check in. So, um, just basic housekeeping. I'm smoking my Radice rind apple with the ebonite stem. Very pretty stem. And in it, McBaron Vanilla Flake. So it's been pretty eventful over the past 24 hours or so. All things being good. Last evening, we had my daughter and her significant other come over as a big dump truck is rounding the bend. So I will let that pass. Alrighty then. So, as I was saying, my daughter and her significant other were over last evening, and it was announced that next October, not October of 2022, but October of 2023, there will be a wedding. So, yay! That's really great news. And the funny thing is that so my wife and I were married on October the 7th. His mother and father were married on the same day as my wife and I, October the 7th, in the same year. And they've decided that they will be married on October the 7th of 2023. So they want to keep the tradition going, I guess. So that was kind of fun last night. Um, and then today it was did a bit of running around. We had to take my wife's vehicle over to the dealership. Um, she has a 2018 Subaru Legacy, and it's all under warranty and everything. But her radio decided to have a mind of its own. It was just randomly switching stations, and no, the scanning button wasn't pressed. But and then would sometimes just cut out altogether. So yeah, we took the car over, and they agreed that yep, there's a problem. And initially, it was going to be $100 to replace the entire radio system, GPS. The whole navigation system has to be essentially pulled out and replaced. Normally, that's about an $1,800 hit, but they said it would be about $100. And then when they called us back and said, no, it's going to be nothing. So everything's under warranty. Issue is they have to order the part, and they, that'll take about a week. But anyway, so just did a little bit of running around with regard to that. And then I guess tomorrow we have a visitor coming over with regard to we're going to be going to Asheville, North Carolina in a couple of weeks for my niece's wedding. And as such, we are having to leave the two pups, with a dog sitter. And this will be our first time with this dog sitter. So she will be coming over and getting introduced to the dogs and go through our routine of what we do with them, how we do it, the tools that we have, the cage and the food and all that kind of stuff. The dogs are actually going to be at the dog sitter's house, which is good, better than putting them into a kennel for a few days. So we feel pretty good about that. And as it turns out, this dog sitter is less than a quarter of a mile from the house. So that's they're right down the block and across the street. So we'll have that going on tomorrow. So yeah, lots of just goings ons and keeping busy. So again, just decided that I do a little bit of a check in and hope everybody is fine and well. And oh, the other thing that went on was yesterday, as well. So we as a lot of presenters have been saying that the weather has been absolutely bonkers. No exception here outside Baltimore, Maryland. Uh, we had some real heavy windstorms come through, And the day before yesterday, so that would have been Thursday, we had that storm come through. And I was actually sitting on the porch, and exactly where I am now, and I'm looking across the street, and I hear a crack, and I actually witness one of these tall pine trees, and I should do this. One of these tall pine trees come down. Let me flip around for just a quick sec. So you can see this is my neighbor's house across the street from me, and those are about 60, 70 foot pines, and there's a big row of them, and kind of right in the middle there, you can see a little bit more blue shining through. That's where one of the trees kind of detached. So let me put this camera back down, flip it back around. So yeah, that I just actually watched it come right down, and as it was falling, I was kind of fearful of my neighbor's house. Thank goodness it missed the house. He's an older gentleman. He's 87 years old. Still gets around unbelievably. I hope I could do that at 70. The way this guy gets around. But anyway, my neighbor from two houses down that way has a big tractor with a bucket on it and what have you. So we were out there yesterday morning. I gave my boss a call and said, told her what had happened and that I'm going to take some time and help my neighbor across the street. So, excuse me. So my other neighbor came over with his tractor. We chopped the tree up into the trunks down, and we were able to load those pieces of trunk into his tractor bucket. And then behind my house here, my backyard is actually on a reservoir. I live about 95 feet above the reservoir. It just slopes right down. So, anytime I'm doing yard work and picking up debris or what have you, it just gets chucked right into the reservoir. So same thing is we loaded up those tree trunks and the other debris and just carted it around and dumped it into the reservoir. So it was a really fairly easy cleanup. It just it took a couple of few hours, but I didn't mind at all. It was good to always help the neighbors out, and like I said, especially since he's a older gentleman. I tend to do those type of things. When it snows, I break out my snow thrower and I blow out his driveway and help him with other heavier type of tasks when things come around. So anyway, like I said, it's just been it's been busy. It's been a good busy. These type of things not too stressful. So anyway, like I said, just thought I'd check in and let you guys know what's happening. So again, hope you all are well. Safe, being good to one another. And if Doug happens to catch this, Curmudgeon Piper, dadgummit, I missed you again. I was out and about, and for some reason I thought you were going to be doing your live stream a little later than expected. So again, missed it again. I will catch up with you on one of those live streams. So anyway, everybody be well. And we'll catch you again real soon. Take care. Bye-bye.